The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle. Moreirense have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course they're also expected to track any runs from opposition fullbacks. So they've got quite hard-working jobs, but if they can gain a one-on-one advantage, they can dictate.
Nesta promptly onto that, and that is that. And this is Neymar. Can he get on the end of this? Can he finish? Oh, the ball's run loose here. Gets a good foot in there.
I think Frank Lampard will be key here, Peter. He's certainly going to be asked to do an awful lot. Recycling, distributing, and of course running box to box.
Yeah, we'll all keep an eye out, won't we, for those trademark arrivals into the opposition penalty area.
Yeah, those late runs which made him one of the most productive midfielders England has ever produced.
Solar goes for a shot! Goal! International! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Moreirense. Oh, shooting chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Could be danger here. And he's hit it long. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Luis Suarez. Messi, very much a man of this moment. He slings it in.
Well played and well cleared.
And he's only too happy to take that back. Zanetti. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Looking for options for movement. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
Shapes to shoot! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
I think that was probably what the opposition wanted him to do, Peter. They're not going to be overly worried if he's shooting from that sort of distance.
Messi.
Moreirense really are one of these sides that pride themselves on their ability to maintain possession.
Yeah, and some would say that means they play the game the right way.
Yeah, but of course, it's decisive passes that's going to matter in the longer term. There's no good in holding on to the ball just for the sake of it.
Gerrard, spread out to the left. Now that's well seen too. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Neymar has it in a wide position.
There they go, hunting again.
And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Threads one in. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Looking for the run. Great vision.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Davids is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Good take. It's Eto'o! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Internacional with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Zola plays it short. And here's Zola. He's a sharp little ball here. Moreirense have the chance to go the other way. And here's Eto'o. Now it's Messi. Gerrard. Messi! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 2 then. Neymar with the short one. And now they can spring out of defence. And it's Luis Suarez. Vieira kept his eye on it, and he's there. Neymar deep into stoppage time. Passing is crisp and sharp. Tries to pass it through. So a temporary halt to the action. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Some first half thoughts?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Internacional have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break.
Vai-se proceder uma substituição. O número 26.
And here is the first touch of the second half.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
Musiala
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's got away. And the shot! Oh, good finish. And this is getting better and better. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still.
And this is Zola. And the shot! Yes! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just? He shoots! And that has forced the very best out of the keeper.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Vamos dar lugar a uma substituição.
And that's it. That's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle. Now this man Yaya Toure, Jim, midfielders don't come much more complete and dominant than him, do they?
Well, the envy of so many opposition teams, I would guess. No one offers the complete package like he does. The perfect blend of power, of pace, and it's no exaggeration to say that he's one of the greatest box-to-box players around.
A real handful by any measurement.
Totally.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Looking tidy in possession here. That's a nicely weighted pass. Shot, surely! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
Pass somewhat off target. And it's Gerrard. And here's Messi. Tries from a long way out. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Looking for a runner. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. And he cuts out the supply. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Yaya Toure. And here's Ibrahimovic, driving through them, and a chance! Oh, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that.
First quarter of an hour gone. Now it's Eto'o. Eto'o. Not the most accurate pass. And it's Gerrard. It's anyone's ball now. Chance here to counter. Driving on and making good progress. While quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And here's Ibrahimovic. He shifted it to the flank. So we're still where we started right now. Yaya Toure. Knocks it into space. Now it's Neymar. Eto'o receives it in a good position here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Messi! Messi! That's a decent clearance. And here's Neymar. Just eases him off the ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Passing is crisp and sharp. And this is Zola. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Now, what about a counter-attack? Oh, he's bustling through here. Ibrahimovic. Oh, super ball. It's Azar! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
They've played it short. And this is Yaya Toure. Great chance! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Tigres really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Corner number 2, then. Just to go back here. Big chance! Oh, cracking effort.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Zola. He's looking wide. Eto! Mighty close.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
Vieira picks it up from the goal kick. Edmilson. Threads one in. Ibrahimovic thinks about the shot. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. And it's Hullet. Hullet driving forwards. Shot a goal! It's in!
I think this is a very welcome time for a goal, Peter. There was a momentary drop-off into defence, and he was just too good a player to miss that. A special talent has given us all a very special memory.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Tigres are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Tigres have fired themselves in front. Decent chance! Well, that is commitment to the cause. This possibly the last play of the half. And it's hoisted clear. Gerrard. Can he get it through? And that could set him on his way. Look at the space here. All eyes on the referee. It's a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Messi shoulders the responsibility. We're level. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Well, he dipped into it.
And that is indeed the final act. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break, it's one each.
Señoras y señores, tenemos un niño perdido. Al padre de un niño con mochila verde se le solicita amablemente ponerse en contacto con miembros del personal. Se está realizando un cambio.
Internacional get the second half going. Rijkaard. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Internacional, different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Del Piero. Azar.
Tigres definitely like their pressing from the front.
Yeah, it's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
Tries to pass it through. Azar.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Vieira. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Koundé. Yaya Toure. Now it's Shevchenko. Oh, the ball's gone astray. Oh, can he get onto this? And here's Ibrahimovic. Gerrard, a player who needs no introduction. And it's Messi. And here's Totti. Short changes him with that pass. Pullet powering forward here.
Hazard really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
He's in a good position here. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Ambitious ball here. That's beautifully weighted. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Internacional are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Vieira. And here's Totti. Pullet. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Looking for the run. Totti. Well, there's a probing ball. Now it's Shevchenko. That's a good ball out wide. Space for him to turn and look. Drives it. He leaps for it. Goal! Internacional! And the comeback is complete. A really thumping header. Absolutely crashes it in.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Cambio en Tigres. Número 22.
So we have
Número
movement
5.
on both benches.
Entran.
Internacional with the lead.
Número 14.
Yeah, I always felt this
Cambio.
was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. This for genuine comfort. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
A picture of confidence. That was never missing.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it.
It's Ibrahimovic! Super goal! A finish right from the top draw. Back to within one. Interesting. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes. Tigres really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Koundé kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Fermin. Xavi Alonso. Lopez. The cross. And that has been cleared. Quality ball.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And here's Owen. Owen. That's very neat. Now that looks a decent ball. Totti with the cross. And it's claimed by the keeper. The final 5 minutes. Del Piero has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Great defending, strong and determined.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Yes, there is having a shot! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Check sends that a long way.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And there goes the final whistle. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of... So bring it on. Height, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's down to business here.
Well, the greatest goal threat down below us, Peter, is Michael Owen.
Forever the boy wonder. Burst onto the world scene, of course, in such sensational style and left us with that unforgettable impression.
Yeah, and he'll forever be remembered.
He's had a shot! Zola. Threads one in. Oh, well measured. Oh, he's all alone. Decent chance! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
So, a breakthrough already. And it's Gerrard. Zola. Oh, now here's an interesting... Takes the shot! It's hit the crossbar. Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Van Dijk. Oh, what a mistake! And that is out of play. Ronaldinho. Seedorf. Makaleli. And he's being shifted off it. Now it's Owen. Shot, surely! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And he's heaved it away. Looking for options. And the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Munich would very much seem to be growing their confidence here. You can feel it.
Now this could be it. And Hullet! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Showing good feet. And it's Seedorf. Oh, super ball. And this is Hullet. Great chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Great vision. And this is Ronaldinho. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Zola is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. And the pass is intercepted. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Internacional clearly should have gone for the easier pass.
He's going for goal! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Zola really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. Messi goes short. Now it's Messi. Pepe proves too strong, too smart. Thuram. Passing is crisp and sharp. Messi. Oh, well played. It's their second corner of the game. And he's managed to get rid. And now they can spring out of defence. Thuram kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Keeper's got good distance on that. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Oh, that was vital.
Internacional really are a team that like to break lines.
Yeah, they love doing that, and it does work.
Yeah, plenty of balls in behind Peter, just needs to find the right run now.
Pepe. So just a one early goal to report so far, and the score is 1-0. Forced to go back, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Puyol. Now Seedorf. Now it's Hullet. Ronaldinho cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Hullet, who can single-handedly make a difference.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Makelele, and he's definitely onside. And this is a chance! Goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Speed of thought, speed of action, that's another really clever finish.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
That is a brilliant interception. Messi. And it's Gerrard. He won't be happy with that one. And here's Messi. Gerrard finding himself in space. Here comes the cross. That has been knocked clear. So a temporary halt to the action. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Any thoughts on all this so far, Jim?
Well, it's definitely been a game where both sides have tried to play to their own strengths, and I suppose neither side would be particularly unhappy with this scoreline. I suspect, Peter, the two managers will be keen to urge patience and discipline from their players now.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. The second half is up and running. Ronaldinho, in with the challenge. Aims beyond the defence. It looks a good ball through. He's got away. And that could well leave a mark. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Internacional have themselves a chance from the spot. So we're ready to go. What a save from Peter Schmeichel! Oh, he's missed it, he's missed it.
I never really looked comfortable over that. I had a feeling this might happen.
Internacional have their third corner. Now it's Gerrard. And here's Zola. Zola. He's found a way through. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, that's fabulous. Can he get on the end of this? Puyol. And it's Seedorf.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
A nice sequence of passes, this. Tries to play it through. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Zola.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
He's shifting through the gears here. Zola! And that has kept the keeper on his toes.
Internacional certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Corner. So their fourth corner of the game.
Substituição no time do Internacional. Camisa 9, camisa 19, Neymar, camisa 21, camisa 14.
Seedorf deals with that
camisa
comfortably.
17,
And now they can spring out of defence.
Camisa 11,
And he was
camisa
quick to react.
16, camisa 20, camisa 5,
Saviola.
camisa
Well timed,
4.
excellent interception. Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. Now it's Shevchenko. Saviola. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's managed to get free.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Tries to pass it through. Fermin crosses it in. Big chance! Oh, how's that for a goal? A finish of true class. And they're back in front. That is simply top draw, beautifully served up and deliciously finished.
Shevchenko simply judged everything beautifully. That takes a lot of training ground practice, and we know what practice can make.
And in a try. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given penalty. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. The chance to pull further clear. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Substituição em andamento.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Xabi Alonso delivers. Getting up there! Pele. Internacional have scored 2 quick goals here and are firmly in control at 3-1. He's a sharp little ball here. And in! And again! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
He's definitely playing with a lot more conviction. This team should look to him to produce the catalyst for a comeback.
Now it's Fernandez. Can he finish? And that's a real chance missed.
Teremos uma substituição.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Chance! Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
Well, he was a bit complacent there, I thought, Peter. Maybe he thinks the game is already won.
Van Dijk. Seedorf. Played through into space. Totti in acres of space out wide. Fernandez gets on his bike and on the move. Owen unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Well read, nice interception. Seedorf knocks it into space. He's being urged to shoot. That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Pullet is onto this, and he shoots! And that's in! And what a climax we have here! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Foram indicados 6 minutos de acréscimo.
Pass somewhat off target. Xabi Alonso. That's a nicely shaped ball. He's picked his way through. And it's Lopez. That's the end. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle.